Clubhouse. So this is the Clubhouse mechanic in the live online learning space, doing a training that is going to go into my Clubhouse mechanics private paid subscription house. So if you're not yet in there, you can check that out. I will put the link in the description after this because I forgot to do it before. And it will also be in the Clubhouse room. So there is a link in the YouTube channel here that says, if you want to join in the conversation, come on over to Clubhouse because this is where I'm going to be doing it. And I am going to tap through tap by tap and show you what I am doing. So I'm going to go ahead and tap on the first item. I'm going to shrink the room down that I'm in right now. Now I'm going to go ahead and share into YouTube what I am looking at. Okay, so you are seeing, and I do have permission from all the speakers on the stage to have them and be recording this because you're not allowed to record rooms on Clubhouse without them giving you express permission, and permission has been granted. So there is this new banner that shows up that says Explore Houses, and it talks about all these houses that you can join. So you could just simply tap on the Explore Houses and you would be able to go in and see all the public items, the public public descriptions of all of the private houses. So the houses are private, as in you have to be invited to them. The descriptions are public within Clubhouse. So if you want to be able to see what houses there are, you can explore houses. But the other thing that you can do is you can go to your houses tab, and this has been rolled out to some people, not everybody yet, but it is coming out to more and more people. And you can see here that there is the Clubhouse Mechanics House and the Cindy Lou Club Creators. The Club Creators and Jump Starters is for people who have done any kind of service with me and people who start clubs with me and want training with me and want me to help you as you're creating your club and coming up with your strategy. So that's the Club Creators Club. And then the Clubhouse Mechanics How-Tos is the one that I'm creating this training for, which will be in the vault that you have access to when you are a member. So this will be up on YouTube just for a little bit, and then it will be gone. So for those who are watching it live on YouTube or on Twitch or LinkedIn, you are getting a bonus here for a little bit. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to hit the plus symbol, and we are going to be building a house where live online learners can connect. This is for people who are members of this channel, whether on YouTube or in Clubhouse, who regularly attend and want to be part of a community where we're talking about all that we're doing in Clubhouse and the live online learners. How exciting is that? Yes. Yes. Yes, so let me X out of here. I need to go back into this room. I need to moderate my friend here. So now y'all have seen how to do that too. Whoa. Okay. So yay, she's going to do all the things. Okay. So I'm tapping on the plus symbol and we can build a house. Woo! Here they can talk about great conversations once a week or once a month or daily. You can have those three options. We'll see that a little bit further in here. Just your people, you curate the community. We're building communities here. And our members can help it grow. You can decide how your members help it grow. And we'll talk about that a little bit more as we get in here. And you can do it all in your pajamas or your pajamas, depending on where you live in the world, how you would say that. No driving, parking, or dressing up required. Just open up your phone. And I don't have to jump on an airplane and fly for like 20 whatever hours to get to where you are, wherever you are in the world, because I can do it from sitting here on my couch in New Zealand. How exciting and amazing is that? Okay, so we're going to go ahead. We're not going to browse existing houses because we already looked at that. We're going to tap on the Start My Houses function right here. So here we go, tapping. All right, we're going to choose our name. And I have a note here to help me. I'm going to bring that note up so I can see it. You won't see it, but I can. Okay, so, and this is going to be the live online on, oops, on, I can't type. So I have to put in the LOL first. LOL, and then live online learners. Okay. So live, I think I'm just going to go ahead and get all caps so I don't have to worry about this because it's not working. Online learners. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and create my house. Alrighty. So the house is now created. And then when should the group meet up? So for anybody who was on the wait list for the other house that I started creating earlier, I'm going to change the name of that one. So I am going to use this one as an actual house. So if you are looking for it, um, you'll see two for right now because I started making one earlier. I know I probably don't even need to say all that, but I said it. Okay, so when should your group meet up? A regular meetup will help our house to thrive. And we're going to do a monthly one. In this one, that's part of the membership is a monthly meeting. And yeah, let's begin it on my Saturday. Okay, this is Pacific time. And then it says NZDT. So Pacific Auckland. So the time that's coming up is my time. So yeah, so let's do it starting on Saturdays. It sounds like a good day for me. Not 6 p.m. though, because that will be a ridiculous time for the rest of the world. So let's go ahead and make that time just a little bit earlier, maybe noon. And I may change that a little bit, but it will be once a month. The time may adjust a little bit. That's going to be 6 p.m. Eastern time. So I feel like that might be a good time on a Saturday. It'll be a Friday evening for Americans, my Saturday. You're going to see it in your time zone, and I'll see it in mine. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pick that piece. Okay, this is, yep, monthly Saturday. Okay, so I've got that chosen. And then I'm going to go ahead and say monthly for Saturday at noon. Yep. So I tapped on that. Once I created it, then I could tap on the um, blue button that came up. Okay. So am I going to let members give invites? Not at this particular time because I want to make sure that the people who are coming into the house are regular attendees. So I'm not going to actually open that up right now. In the future, I may. However, on this one, probably not because I really do want it to be people who regularly come so that it's the people who I know are the voracious learners. I'm going to hit continue. Alrighty, so now we're going to add our founding members. And this is going to be the people who hang out with me in here doing regular rooms. So Lisa is my admin person within the Live Online Learning, and Patrice is a co-creator who does Canva rooms with me regularly. And then we have, what's your name? Rachel, who's now had 2 invites to 2 different houses. You can leave the other one, to go into this one. So there we go. We're going to go ahead and continue. I have my founding members there. Alrighty. And then it takes you right into the house. Now, the next thing we're going to do is tap right on here, which is how many are completed. Okay. And so on this one for right now, I'm actually going to turn off the oh, it doesn't have it here. Wait a minute. Enable member invites. It doesn't have it here. Okay. So we're going to just keep going. Okay. So step number 2 has been completed, which is creating the house and scheduling the weekly room. Then we have a house description. So we're going to tap on the house description. And then I'm going to go on over and grab, I've already pre-written this out to try to save myself a little time. Copy this, bring it on over and paste away. Okay, so there we go. And I will put and add to that later. I'm going to add the public um, club link to make sure that people can get to that. Okay. Alrighty. So we're going to add a house photo, which I don't know if I have a house photo ready to add yet. So I'll show you how to do it though. So you would tap on there and then you could choose the photo here. And I'll just do this one here, which kind of gives a funky little weird photo, but that's okay because this is the LOL, the Live Online Learners, the other one that I'd started to create earlier, but I will fix it and change it to an actual Live Online Learners one in a little bit. But that is how you would choose and add your photo. Okay, so here's where you could change the name if you wanted to. And the description's changeable here. You just put in whatever you want and change it. Your notification settings, you can pause. If you pause 24 hours indefinitely or cancel, that is an on-off switch there. You can have notifications for all members, members I follow, only directed at me, and then there's more settings. You can choose what kind of notifications you're getting. Are you getting messages? Are you getting rooms and waves? Are you getting notices of house updates? And then personalized notifications, only the most relevant notifications based on how you use Clubhouse. So for now, I'm just going to leave everything turned on to green. Okay, so that's that piece of it. There were a couple more things there. Let's see. If we go back to the house description and we save it. Okay, we're not going to worry about that now. Okay, so we're going to grow your community. We're going to go to this next one. Or was that the house photo? Ah, I will edit some of this jibber jab in between out, hopefully. Okay, so we're going to go back to this house photo one because this actually the house photo brought up our house settings. So we're kind of doing a jump start on some of the other things. So I wanted to say the recurring hangout you can change from here. So back to what I was talking about earlier. The recurring hangout can happen from here. The fun of live online learning is that sometimes you get a little bit. So we'll just rewind it. And if Rachel can find the rewind button within Clubhouse, she could rewind it for them in the room and they'll hear the rewind. If she's able to. She might not be. She might be doing things around her house. Whoop, she found it. So we're rewinding and we're starting. Okay, so here we go with the house settings. You can change your photo. You can change the title of the room. You can change the description. You can do the notification setting. You can do a recurring hangout. Change that. You can let people join the waitlist or not. So I'm going to go ahead and just turn it off real quick for a moment. And it says disable the waitlist. If you disable the waitlist, new members can only be added through an invite. So we're going to go ahead and disable. So if folks are wanting to turn off that wait list when they first create their house, go into that choose a photo right away because it's going to take you into your house settings and you can turn off the wait list right away. Okay, so and then you can see your members and then you can turn on and off your grant invites to members. In the members piece, you can make people admins. So I'm going to go ahead and make these folks an admin because they are my peeps. And if they don't want to be an admin, later they can let me know. But you saw there's also the give one-time invites. So if they were not an admin, I could actually give them specific invites. And I'll go ahead and give Rachel one anyway. Oh, you cannot grant invites to other admins. So there you go. If they're not an admin, that's when you can grant them an invite. So I'll remove the admin role so you can see how that works. Remove Rachel Nelson as an admin. Rachel Nelson will become a regular house member. They will no longer be able to help moderate or make changes to the house, and they won't be notified of this change except she's in the room with me, so she's hearing that I am actually removing her as an admin to use this as a teaching moment. Done. removed Rachel as an admin. Okay, so I'm not sure how much of this you are actually seeing because it looks like my screen is keeping up with notification settings and it's not keeping up with where I'm at. So interesting. Okay, so I've just tapped on it and it now refreshed. So hopefully it's all on the video. If not, I will record another one. So give one-time invites. Go ahead and tap on there, and I just gave her one. There you go. Woo! You gave Rachel one-time invite and whatever else that said. It came up too quickly. Okay, so that's all of those pieces, all of the things you can do. And we're going to X out of there. And the share admin rights has been taken care of. That was one of the things that was on the list, and we were going down one through whatever. But because I did that from within the settings, it took care of those items. Okay, so now we have grow your community, inviting 20 or more friends is a great start. I'll go ahead and tap on here. And then I don't know if I can, I'm not going to resend their invitations, friends to invite. You can sync your contacts. Now, I know that Elaine is a regular, Robin is a regular, Blondie Lou is a regular, the Wise Tiger is a regular. Irene comes in there, Michael comes in there, Christy comes in there, Steve comes in there, Joanne comes in too, I would say. Yes. I'm not sure if some of these other folks come in all the time, and I'm going to stop for now. And we're going to go ahead, and those people have all been invited. I will invite more. But I just went with the P right there on top. Okay, so you can see that Irene has joined, Christy has joined. They're already coming in. Elaine has joined. So these are people that are regularly attending. So, Rachel, I'm going to can you think of anybody else that I should do? Oh, Bia. I just came back into the room because I wanted to see who's in the room that I should be inviting. Bia. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to my house. All I did was tap on this room down at the bottom to expand it and then tapped on the little down arrow to go back and have it go back to where I was working. So now I'm going to invite her from a different way. We got all kinds of training happening all at once here. So here's the invite to invite somebody, and I'm going to search for a friend instead of just scanning through who's there. I'm actually going to search for her name and tap on it that way. So now she has that invite to come in because she is a regular. Another person that is a regular is going to be Iday. So I'm going to find Iday. There she is. Okay. So they have been invited to my regular. These are my live online learners. These are people who want to learn and help other people to learn. Okay. So now let's go back to we have 5 of 9 completed. We have 4 more to do. And then we're out of this room and we'll go into a how to's and updates room later to have like discussion over this training. Okay. Grow your community, which I've done, but I didn't invite 20 people. So since I didn't invite 20 people, this item is going to stay on my list. So, waiting for my screen to refresh. Okay, so let me go back down there. Okay, tapping on here. It's not refreshing for some reason on my screen, but hopefully on YouTube it's still moving forward. I wonder if I can see it over on YouTube. The joy of live online learning and live online creating. Da 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 da. All right, I'm going to go to this channel here and see what I see. I'm going to go to the live that's happening now, and I am going to tap on it to watch it, and I am going to see where it's at, and then I'm going to pause. So I'm over here, but it is not giving me the screen that I am looking at. So let me close that. Let me close that. Let me go back here. Let me go back to houses. Let me find the house that we're creating. That's this one right here. And I don't think any of that is coming up. So let me go into my Zoom and see what's happening. Okay, it looks like the share is fine. I'm going to pause the share and resume the share and see if that helps to jumpstart it to where we want it. And if not, I'm going to trust that what I am recording in the Zoom is going to work. So I was just invited to an acoustic lounge. Let me see if that showed up in the Zoom. Da 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 da. Alrighty, I am trying to see my to the front. Oh, yep, it is absolutely showing. Okay, so continuing on, we're gonna tap on view all my houses, which will take me into the house that was just for. So now you have seen that happened. Introduce yourself, say hi, and then it gets you into the house, or you don't even have to do that. You can like tap on somebody's and um, do a response, and then that will say that you are in a house. Okay, so back to where it was here in the room. I'm going to trust that it's all working great and amazing. Going back to our house, we have 5 of 9 completed. So we're tapping on that. And now we're looking at grow your community. Back to there. Okay, so growing your community, if you haven't invited 20, that will still come up and come up and come up and come up. And if you don't want that to continue coming up, you're going to tap on the 3 little dots and then you can clear from the list. So we're just going to clear it from the list. Now it comes up as a done item. Alrighty, so learn from the founders, enable member invites. We already know that we're not going to enable member invites, so I'll tap on that one. And you would do that by going into auto grant, and we're not going to do that. So we're just going to X out of there, and we're going to clear that from the list because I know I don't want to do that. But if you did want to do that, that's how you would. We can pin a welcome message. So let's do just a simple welcome. We are leaning on laughter. Leaning, 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 leaning on the everlasting. Oh, no, not that. Leaning on laughter while we are learning out loud. Learning out loud. Da 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 da. Okay, posting. All right, I have done the welcome message, so now we should be down to less items. It still says 5 of 9. Let's go back in there and see what it says. Now it says 7 of 9 complete. I'm going to close that and see. That's still saying, oh, nope, I refreshed. I pulled to refresh. Got to pull to refresh sometimes. I pulled to refresh and 7 of 9. So let's go back in and see what we have left. Pin the welcome message. I thought I did that. So, oh, I haven't pinned it. I wrote it. Aha. But to pin it, we actually have to do one more step. So we're going to go ahead and long press on there. And because I still have the cursor in there, it's not letting me do that. So let's tap on there to get out of there. All right. So now, without having a cursor or your thing in the cursor, you're going to long press on there. And then down at the bottom is going to come up the place where you can reply, pin, copy, or delete. And we are going to pin that item. So now let's go back up and refresh that screen. And now we'll get 8 of 9 completed. The last one is learn from the founders. I kept this one last on purpose. You could actually do this one first if you wanted to. When you tap on this one, it's actually going to take you to what they call the founder's guide. Here we go. We're off. We're running. We are going over to houses, tips, and tricks, which is found on the Creator Commons, which is creators.clubhouse.com. And you can learn from the founders. Houses, tips, and tricks. Welcome to Houses. We're glad you are here and ready to build your community. Houses are still in their infancy, and there's a lot of features and enhancements to come. Not everyone has access yet. This is still true. But we put together a few tips and tricks for house founders. The most important thing is to have fun and create the culture you want. These tips will help with that. For members, there are some tips at the bottom that you can check out. So there you go. Here's your initial steps, your house settings. These are all things we went through, inviting members in the house, things to know for members, and lastly, have fun creating your culture that you want. For more houses info, please see our frequently asked questions here. And when you tap on that one, it's going to take you over to What Are Houses? And that is on their Zendesk, the Clubhouse app.zendesk.com, and What Are Houses, which is their help documents, and it's got information in there. Okay, including how do you access a house? How can I create a house? How does membership work in a house? All kinds of questions that can be answered, and we will have conversations around this in Clubhouse for the next day or so, and then I will continue to have those conversations with the people who are in the membership that would like more help. And I will give all the information out freely to anyone, though the membership really is the paid membership is for those who want to have more help, want to have exclusive um, ability to connect with me in off times when I might not be doing a room, or to be able to type a question, which I can answer later down the road with a video or training. And you will have access to all of these trainings in one place in a vault. Okay, I think that is it for creating the house. And I could go on, but I think it's better if we keep it to the training of how do you do this. So for those watching on the YouTube, thank you so much for being here with us. And I am going to turn that off now and invite people in the Clubhouse room to come on up and ask any questions and have a little conversation there in the room. So let me get over here and put up my YouTube. There we go. So there we go, creating a house and a whole lot of other training because that's the way I roll. Hopefully this is going to help you out, and I will talk to you guys later on YouTube. Ending that stream now. Da 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 da. Bye.